Today, and it's your business. Coming up with a new idea and making it a success can be a real challenge. But one way to set yourself apart is to truly differentiate yourself. Here with me today to talk about it, Corey Smith, president of Tribute Media. We're going to talk about that. Corey, so how and why should a business work to differentiate itself?
Well, let me start by telling a story.
Okay.
And believe it or not, this has happened to me 2 different times with the same topic.
Okay.
You know, I have someone come in, a prospective client come in, and they say, well, I've got an idea for a new business. I say, okay, well, tell me about your new business. And they say, well, I've got this idea that we want to share interests and photos and connect with each other. And I say, oh, you mean like Facebook? Well, kind of like Facebook, but only different. We're gonna share common interests in a way that Facebook doesn't. Oh, you mean like Facebook groups?
No,
Something
I
different.
invented Facebook.
Says, oh, great. Well, go ahead. Tell me more. How are you going to be different? And they talk about, well, we're going to share ideas, and we're going to have photo galleries. We're going to have status updates. I said, so it's still like Facebook? No, it's very different. Clearly frustrated that I just don't get him.
Right.
And so over the next 20 minutes or so, he tries to explain how his idea is so different than Facebook. And in fact, in one of these instances, we finally relented and we said, okay, we'll build this project for you. And here we are 4 years later, and that project still isn't off the ground because he couldn't come up with a way to truly make it different.
Facebook's already been made.
It's already been made.
You don't need another one.
We don't need another one.
So how do you do that? How do you break out from the pack?
Yeah, so I think you have to ask yourself 4 key questions.
Okay.
The first question you have to ask is, are you fixing a real problem?
We talked about that during the break. That's interesting.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right?
Yeah, you got bad infomercials that prove that people are trying to fix problems that don't really exist. Now, the second question is, who is doing something similar? Okay. So often when I ask that question, they say, well, nobody's doing anything similar. We're so unique. That's baloney. There is always someone doing something similar, and those are the people you have to compete with. Okay. The third question you have to ask is there a profit model that's unique? Are you doing something different in the way you generate your income? If you just say, oh, it's just advertising, Facebook has proved that just advertising doesn't work.
Right.
So you've got to come up with something new and innovative in the way you generate revenue. And the fourth, and this is the most critical and the hardest to accomplish, is have you asked someone that can be honest with you in telling you whether or not your idea is a good idea or not.
Like when you were telling that guy, it's Facebook.
It's Facebook. Come on, you get real. And now my job as a businessman, as a web guy, I've got to tell these people, no, this is a bad idea. Cut your losses now.
Yeah.
But your mom and your dad and your cousins are all, oh, that's a great idea. Go for it. Who cares if it's $50,000?
Because they always have your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got to ask someone who can be honest and ask you the challenging questions. What are you doing different? How are you going to make money? Who's your audience? It's not 10% of the population. They're not going to buy from you. It's not going to be explosive and viral because that happens far less frequently than people realize.
Yeah. It's got to be tough to hear for somebody, but
it is.
You got to hear it.
It is. And I have that tough conversation a lot, and people don't like me for it. But those that are willing to have that conversation always are more successful.
But it's part of your job. Should be part of their job. Corey, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here, and we'll be right back.